jump, and a gray tweed blazer that made him look professorial. I half expected him to launch into a lecture about the Treaty of Versailles or Plato's theories on the nature of virtue. Hohenwald cast a glance my way, too, looking me up and down, unabashedly sizing me up. I took no offense. It was par for the course. After all, the two of us would be working this case together, counting on each other, holding each other's lives in our hands. Unfortunately, in my case, appearances could be deceiving even to a veteran of law enforcement. My chestnut brown hair hung in loose curls around my shoulders. My gray-blue eyes were accentuated with liquid liner, and my lips bore a shiny coat of plum-toned lipstick. Along with the basic navy suit, I'd worn my favorite cherry-red steel-toed Doc Martens. Like me, the shoes meant business. The bright color might be a little flashy, but the soles provided good traction should I need to chase a suspect, and the reinforced toe protected my little piggies should my foot find itself implanted in a suspect's nards or ass. You'd be surprised how often that happened. A frown played about Hohenwald's mouth as he returned his focus to the street. "Lou says you're a girl who knows how to get things done." I am. Approaching 30, I was hardly a girl anymore. But I knew my boss Lou, the Lobo Lobozinski, meant no insult when she'd used the term. Besides, at 5 feet 2 inches, just over 100 pounds, and wearing what was essentially a training bra, I appeared more girl than woman. I'd accepted it. Besides, what I lacked in stature, I made up in attitude, which was 100% badass. Okay, 99% badass and 1% chicken shit? Seriously, a person would have to be an idiot not to fear a violent mobster, right? Hohenwald hooked a left on Field Street. "I trust you've read the file I sent over?" "Thoroughly. I hadn't just read it. I'd highlighted it, cross-referenced it, and made copious notes in the margins, including several holy craps, a half-dozen OMGs, and one very big yikes. If Hohenwald wasn't impressed by my physical attributes, maybe he'd be impressed by my reading comprehension and annotation abilities. Not everyone can pull off both a pink and a purple highlighter. So you know Tino Fabrizio's history prior to coming to Dallas. Up, down, and backward. According to the file, Giustino Fabrizio had been born and raised in the ritzy Gold Coast neighborhood of Chicago. The youngest cousin of the reigning Chicago mob boss, Tino had worked for his cousin for years as an enforcer. He was suspected in a multitude of beatings and execution-style shooting deaths, the victims including both members of the extended mafia family and unrelated persons. Unfortunately, though he'd been brought in for questioning several times, law enforcement had been unable to pin anything on him. The guy knew how to cover his tracks. Eventually, Tino realized his job taking people down had no upward potential. As ambitious as Tino was, and as cold as the Windy City's winters were, he decided to head south to Dallas. Though there'd been isolated instances of mob activity in the area, the mafia had enjoyed no real toehold in the Big D since the death in 1970 of local leader Joseph Francis Civello, with whom Jack Ruby, who shot JFK's assassin, was rumored to have ties. These days, organized crime in North Texas existed primarily in the form of drug cartels or gangs that operated in limited circles and with no pretense.